Spain turned on a sunny day for the season opener and the locals put the siesta on hold to come and see what all the fuss was about. In amongst all the colour, the spotlight was firmly on Troy Corsa. Last year's Race 1 winner felt he was denied the double win here in 2000, so there was only one thing on his mind. America's Ben Bostrom looked determined to improve on his pair of seconds from last year, and for Colin Edwards, the grinding off-season of PR and sponsor duties was over. This is what it's all about. Neil Hodgson's much talked about return to World Superbikes had finally arrived, while his old British Superbike teammate Troy Bayliss was adjusting to being almost everyone's favourite for the title. So 13 rounds, 26 races, 7 months and 10 different countries. We'll know who the 2001 champion is. The story starts here.
We're away for the new season, and it's Regis Laconi who gets away to a flying start. The world champion Colin Edwards is going with him, but Corsa bogged it down off the line. Regis Laconi, the Frenchman, leads them into turn one, and Okada has got away to a great start.
That was a stunning start from Laconi. Never even started one of these bikes before his first time out on the four-stroke. He had a nasty incident this morning in the warm-up, but everything's looking okay at the moment.
Look at this front pack. Here comes Troy Corsa. He's all over the back of Colin Edwards. He's got Bayliss out of the way now. The Aprilia is starting to wind up. Watch bike number 3. Can he do something on the inside of Edwards? Not that time. Laconi still leads at the end of lap 2. Hodgson's trying to get rid of Ben Bostrom, but we focus on that top 4. Here comes Corsa out of the draft into the braking zone. He slips on the inside of the number 1 machine, so he moves up one more position. It's the Aprilia's 1 and 2. Okada has dropped back. It's Aprilia. Edwards gets it a little sideways and runs wide. Okada's through and possibly Bayliss. Now he starts to shadow the inside move. Corsa is there. Through into the number 1 position. So Corsa now leads Laconi from Edwards, Okada. And back in 5th is Troy Bayliss. Hodgson is 6th. Bostrom, Lavia, Xaus and Keeley. That's your top 10. Ruben Xaus is just outside in 12th.
What a great move there from Troy Corsa with ease once. There's a fall on Bayliss. Hodgson, Neil Hodgson, 100 machine. He's off the bike. He's running to it, but there's no way he's going to get that bike going.
Okada has been very steady at every step of the way, and now he's about to overtake his teammate. The 2 VTR SP2s running 3rd and 4th, but a different order now. Now look at the margin. Corsa has pulled out over Laconi. He's extending that lead all the time. It's now 1.5 seconds.
He is nearly 1 second faster.
Okada's gone. Just saw at bottom of screen. He stopped. Tadayuki Okada, after picking up 3rd spot, has stopped on the outside of that turn. So there's Okada. Your guess is as good as ours as what the problem is. The bike looks fine, but obviously he's slowed. Look at Bayliss on the inside. He's got him. It's taken Edwards by surprise. That's the final turn leading onto the main straight. He is there.
.155. Bostrom looks on the inside of that, and he gets through.
There is quite a large group further back battling it out. Xaus, Xaus, and yet again Lavia is right on the inside of Colin Edwards. Great move by the Kawasaki rider. And that's Ruben Xaus is down. Hard luck for the Spaniard in his first World Superbike outing.
Now he's ready to go, and he's got him. The speed, he got out of the corner really well.
Climbed out of turn 14 and is already in 2nd position, so Laconi drops back. Bayliss, that was a very brave move coming into that final turn. That is probably the scariest corner on this track. They are really flying into that corner. Here comes the Californian.
And he's on the inside. If he can just leave his brake, he gets it. He's through. And it's a real letting the brakes off again. Is he going to run wide? Because you'll see Laconi cut back on the inside, but no, he's through. Now they have chipped a little bit out of Corsa's lead.
Whoa! Bostrom almost out of the seat.
Yeah, that's a sure sign of a rear tyre going off as he's pushing hard to stay the pace that Bayliss is doing on the Michelins. But at the front, Corsa there is coming up to some back markers. There is your leader, and with 1 lap remaining, 3.6 seconds, he has over 21 there, Bayliss. Behind him, 155 Bostrom. Bostrom looked a little closer there. Already having to carve his way through that. Oh, no, I don't believe what I'm seeing. Corsa's gone very wide. He's just able to hang on to it. wow, that was so close. A back marker there that just got in his way. Very, very lucky to stay on there. He ran extremely wide. The track gets slippery when you get out wide because of all the rubber debris there. That was so close for number 3, Troy Corsa.
He came in contact with Johan Wolfsteiner on bike 38. He saw him put his foot down. Now he lights it up. He realises that Bayliss isn't too far behind. 3.6 seconds when they came across the start-finish line. The gap is still comfortable enough, but that was a very anxious moment for the race leader. 5 wins in their season last year. He started in Kyalami with Superpole. That brought the team to their feet. They loved it, and there was more success to come. Corsa begins the year with a win, as he did last year in Valencia. In style, Corsa takes out the season opener and says yes. The margin back to the second place. Troy Bayliss, 3.5 seconds. It remained the same. Bostrom on the podium as well. And Regis Laconi is overjoyed with his 4th place, his first World Superbike race.
Colin Edwards, the world champion, comes over the line to take 6th position.
And Keeley has got Yanagawa. Look at him trying to break the slipstream of the Kawasaki rider. Well done, Frankie.
Corsa made the win look easy, and he and Regis Laconi looked to be a formidable combination in 2001. The win was Corsa's 22nd in his World Superbike career, his 6th for Aprilia. Bayliss and Bostrom sent out the signal that they'll be there this year, and Spain's Gregorio Lavilla gave the fans something to cheer about in 5th. And another impressive ride came from Yanagawa, who started 20th and finished 8th. But race 1 belonged to Corsa, his 3.6 second margin of victory indicative of just how easily he did it. But it wasn't all smooth sailing.
I didn't get the best of starts, so I ended up back a little bit at the start, so I pushed hard at the beginning. Once I got to the lead, I put my head down and didn't really conserve the tyres too much until about half distance. The tyre started sliding a little vibration, so I sort of rolled it off, and like Troy said, I just conserved the tyres right till the end there. I had enough gap to do that. So that's what I'm going to do in the second one.